Life Over Coffee. Conversations for transformation.
Hello everyone, Rick Thomas here with Life Over Coffee. Check out our coffee shop. We put it in cyberspace, by the way, so that you can access it easily. All you need is the road of the internet, and if you go to lifeovercoffee.com, you will be surprised. Thousands upon thousands of free resources that are waiting for you. Imagine walking into a coffee shop and virtually everything's free. Well, that's how we roll here at lifeovercoffee.com. I am going through my devotional, my book, Living Boldly. It is a 31-day devotional written for youth. This is day 13. When I say youth, I mean young adults. This is day 13, and I've titled it, Life is Hard and Doesn't Apologize. Now, this is a truth that is really hard to hear. It's hard to hear for young adults. It's hard to hear for us old adults as well. But it is absolutely crucial that we understand this. Life is hard, and life does not apologize for being hard. Fallenness is no respecter of persons, not even caring if you are a Christian. Everyone faces struggles. But what sets people apart is how they respond to their life challenges. That's what makes the difference, and that's what begs the question. Will you choose to complain and remain stuck in your trouble, or will you flip the script and become a difference maker? The verse for this devotional is Proverbs chapter 24, verse 16. The proverb writer said, "For the righteous falls 7 times and rises again, but the wicked stumbles in times of calamity." Life's difficulties aren't about fairness or exceptions. They're about what you choose to do with what comes your way. The Bible teaches that your response to trials can glorify God, can transform you into the person that God has created you to be. Even when life seems unfair, you have the opportunity to rise above it. You have the opportunity to put God's name on display. Now, this mindset shift, it is powerful, and it appears to be a rare jewel in this generation of disgruntled souls. I'm not throwing shade on you, but I'm just saying there's a lot of complaining and grumbling that is happening in our culture today, and it runs all the way up the strata from young people to old people. Your story is defined not by the circumstances themselves, but your story, whatever it may be, is primarily defined by how you respond to those circumstances, making your impulses and making your reactions the actual building blocks, the materials that will bring shape to your life. As a teenager, I didn't understand this truth. By age 15, I was angry, I was reckless, and I was sitting in jail for the bad decisions that I had made. To complicate that, I didn't take responsibility for my actions. Instead, I blamed others. I was convinced that my problems were somebody else's fault. Now, there were people in my life who genuinely hurt me, as there have been people in your life too. And so I'm not saying that that is untrue. But when you mix disappointment with a legitimate complaint, this is dangerous. These are ingredients that can take you down. When you take legitimate, real disappointment and you mix it with a legitimate complaint, then you're standing on the edge of victimhood. I took that next step into self-pity, and it was a trap that I could not see until I was ensnared by it. It wasn't until Christ got hold of my life that I realized that I didn't have to live this way. The bad things that happened to me, whether the decisions that I made or things that people did to me, they did not have to define me negatively. I could allow Christ to transform me from the inside out, giving me a new identity and a new purpose. This new life did not erase my past mistakes, but it did reinterpret my past mistakes through a redemptive filter that gave me a passion and a purpose to serve others. God does use sin sinlessly. The best decision that you can make is to follow Jesus. If you fall, get back up and keep following Jesus. Your most transformative and memorable lessons will come through your failures. Life's hardships don't have to control you. when you belong to Christ. As part of God's family, you have the strength to transcend your troubles and turn them into opportunities for growth and witness. It's called flipping the narrative, by taking what was meant for evil and using it for good. You will submit to someone or something, whether it's your circumstances, the opinions of others, the cravings of your heart. Why not submit to Christ? He offers hope, restoration. He offers the power to flip your negative narrative into a story of redemption and purpose. I'm not suggesting that you will go through the rest of your life with no trouble, no disappointment, no unkindness, no failure. No, life is full of that. But as I said earlier, what makes the difference is not getting out of suffering or away from suffering or having a suffering-free life. What makes the difference is how we respond to the bad things that happen to us. This is day 13 of my book, Living Boldly, 31-day devotional. This one's titled, Life is Hard, and It Doesn't Apologize.
Thanks for joining us. Learn more and get access to other resources at lifeovercoffee.com.